It was a bright Saturday morning when I stumbled out of bed, half asleep, and wandered to the living room. Laughter echoed through the house. My parents were there, Mom sitting on Dad's lap, his arms around her waist. I froze, embarrassed, until they noticed me and quickly pulled apart. "Lucy, you're up early," Mom said, smiling. I smiled back. I loved my family, my dad's humor, Mom's warmth, and my little brother Jake, who was only 8 but already the funniest person I knew. We were a close, happy family, and their love always made me feel safe. It was my 18th birthday, and I had plans to hang out with my friends before our usual family party that evening. "Mom, I'll be back by 6, I promised, grabbing my bag. Before leaving, I went to see Jake. The moment I opened his door, he ran and hugged my legs. I bent to meet him, kissed his chubby cheek, and gazed into his ocean blue eyes. I always described them for him. He loved that. "Your eyes are blue, and blue is the shade of the sea," I whispered. He smiled and scribbled the line in his little notebook, just as he always did. The day was perfect. My friends and I went to the park, the beach, and a few arcades. Time slipped away, and before I knew it, it was past 7. I'd already broken my promise, but I told myself it was fine. It was my 18th birthday. One night of fun wouldn't hurt. When one of my friends suggested going to a club, I hesitated, then later agreed. My phone kept buzzing with calls from home, but I turned it off. I just wanted one night of freedom. After hours of dancing and laughter, Tina, my friend, said, "You're 18 now. Lucy, time to prove you're brave enough to be an adult." She led us to an old, broken-down house on the edge of town. Its windows were shattered, and the door creaked on its hinges. My chest tightened. "It's just a game," Tina said. "Go in, grab a letter inside, and come back. It's our tradition." They all laughed and encouraged me, so I forced a smile and stepped in. The air was thick with dust and decay. Darkness swallowed the room, and every step echoed too loudly. "Guys," I called, but no one answered. I moved deeper, heart hammering. Then, in the faint glow of my phone light, I saw a yellowed envelope on the floor. I bent to pick it up, and suddenly a cold, rough hand grabbed my wrist. I screamed and yanked free, running out as fast as I could. When I reached the street, my friends were gone. Panic surged through me. The neighborhood was empty. By the time I got home, it was past 2 a.m. I slipped quietly into my room, shaking. The envelope still felt heavy in my hand, its seal cracked and strange. I sat on my bed and opened it. Inside was a page covered in symbols I didn't recognize. The letters seemed to twist and blur. As I tried to read, my vision swam, and a dizzy fog filled my mind. Then I heard it, a deep guttural sound from outside my door. I stumbled into the hallway, and the sight before me froze my blood. A massive, hideous creature stood in the living room. It had one glowing eye and a tongue lined with thorns. It held my father in its grip and then tore him apart. I screamed. The creature turned to me, its voice a low growl. "Letter." I threw everything I could. Chairs, books, anything, but it only grew angrier. Mom rushed forward, shielding me, and the creature struck her down. Her final scream echoed in my head. Then everything went black. When I woke up, I was in a hospital room. My body ached, and a doctor stood nearby. "What happened?" I whispered. "Where's my family?" He looked at me gently. "The police arrived in time to save you and your brother," he said. "He's in the next room. Your parents didn't make it. Some of your friends were also found dead near that old house. Please, you need to rest." His words hit like knives. My parents were dead because I'd taken that stupid dare, because I'd opened that letter. Ignoring the doctor, I tore out the 4 and ran to the next room. Jake lay on the hospital bed, pale but alive. His blue eyes fluttered open, and he smiled weakly. "Lucy," he whispered. Tears blurred my vision as I hugged him tight. He was all I had left. He reached for his notebook, the same one he always used to write my words, and waited for me to say something. Even after everything, he still wanted a quote. My chest ached as I forced a trembling smile. "You're very sweet, Jake," I said softly. "Your eyes are blue, and blue is for beloved." He smiled faintly and began to write, and I cried harder, realizing that in his innocent hands, he held the last piece of the world I had destroyed.